Hey guys, so we actually have a lot to discuss here. We had a pretty eventful Saturday, which is kind of strange. That doesn't really happen, but we are approaching quickly part 2 of Legends Festival 2023. And they did reveal on the Twitter today that there is going to in fact be a reveal and stuff for part 2, which to me, I was expecting this. I mean, it's the same format we had for the anniversary. I don't really see a reason for them to deviate from that. The same format as the anniversary being 2 LFs and one part, 1 LF and another part, and then an Ultra in the final part. It just seems like it would have been likely for them to follow the same reveal and stuff schedule as the anniversary. So here we are, same schedule here. So this basically also does confirm that this coming Wednesday is going to be the part 2 banner. They're not going to be throwing the banner up on like Saturday or something like that. It'll be normal time reset this Wednesday, on the 13th for me at least. So. Okay, so that's out of the way. Next, we have actually kind of like a mini teaser here. And unfortunately, I can't play the music for this because it is the original Kikuchi score from the original Dragon Ball series. And I would get copyrighted. But it's just like the Namek stuff, right? So, okay, we have like a mini countdown here. 3 days until reveals and stuff. Legends Festival Edition 2023 part number 2. And then we just talked about this, but they have a little bit of a thing here where they show what looks to be, obviously they have the thing down here too. It's from Dragon Ball Z. They have the Spirit Bomb being charged up, and it's clearly Namek because the background is green because it's Namek, right? Obviously the Spirit Bomb, we have all the energy accumulating into the Spirit Bomb, so this is clearly a reference to when Goku was charging the Spirit Bomb on Namek. But the interesting part here is they do show a silhouette here of obviously what looks to be Goku. I mean, I don't think this is Bardock, right? Technically, I guess it could be, but not. It's Goku because he has the Goku's clothing on. And then reveal coming soon. The interesting thing about the silhouette is it actually is in motion here. It's very reminiscent of an Ultra art for like a card. Where they have the moving art, so could be pretty interesting. I'm not really sure if that technically means anything or not, but it's possible that this could indicate some kind of Ultra. Now, I don't think they would give us like a reverse here and give us the summonable Ultra now and then do just a normal LF for part 3. I think what will happen is if they do end up giving us an Ultra for part 2, I think it'll be a free-to-play Ultra, which that would actually be so surprising to me because like, the last free-to-play Ultra we had was what, in 2020? No, 2020. It was 2021, right? Yeah, it was 2021, right? Because the first, obviously, the first summonable Ultra we had was Super Gogeta, and he was the end of 2021. And then the one before that, I mean, it was like August when we got Omega. Omega Shenron was the last free-to-play Ultra. So it's been almost 2.5 years since the last free-to-play Ultra. I don't think they're gonna do this, but I guess it's possible. We'll have to wait and see. And then something else, obviously, that we need to go over here and that we will be spending the rest of the video on is they have a new question mark special event in the game here. So I actually already went through the intro here, but just in case, I took a bunch of screenshots of what they showed because I don't think you can go back and look at this again. So I have screenshots of every single screen here. So we have in the midst of their battles to the death, Goku and Frieza were caught in a space-time rift. So obviously this is when Goku throws a Spirit Bomb at Frieza on Namek, which is what the teaser was just referring to. Their battle now continues on a new stage, the Tournament of Time raging on Earth. So if you guys haven't played the story mode or you haven't kept up with the story mode, this basically is just saying that this is the moment that Goku and Frieza were taken from and put into like the Dragon Ball Legends story mode with like Shallot and all them. And then obviously this is sort of like the Legends original scenario here. So then Goku says, not even my 20 times Kaioken or the Spirit Bomb was enough to do the job against Frieza. And on top of that, somehow we both ended up back on Earth. This can't get any worse. And Frieza says, what's the matter? Your power appears to have fallen quite considerably. I may have suffered a fair bit of damage myself, but I won't be done in by a lowly monkey like you. I still don't know how, but now that you're here on Earth, there's no way I can let myself lose. Frieza, I'm taking you down. Okay, so that's basically the intro to well, this actually appeared automatically when I logged in today after reset happened, because if we take a look at the in-game section here, we have a Legends original story event coming soon, and it's just question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So let's go take a look at this real quick. A Legends original story event is coming on 12/13, which is just, again, it's reset. Play chapter 1 starting today before it ends, and then it says check out the thrilling conclusion by logging in after the 13th, which is, again, reset. The clear status of the pre-release stage will be reset on 12/13. So actually, this is live right now. If we go over to the events panel here, we have special event, bunch of question marks, and then the actual event itself is literally just question marks. So there's not really a big description here. I mean, we can play through this, and I think we'll just play through this for the remainder of the time we have in this video here. But let's go ahead. I'm using this as a friendship team. Do you want to take this in? No, let's just bring the Ginyu Force. Sure. Let's oh, I have to sell an equipment. God damn it. Let's start a mutiny against Frieza with the Ginyu Force here. Oh no, this is this. Okay, so actually, I didn't need to take screenshots of what we just looked at. But yeah, this is basically the same thing we just talked about. Oh, it's a little different, I guess. Okay, so Goku throws a Spirit Bomb at Frieza. I did it. It actually worked. All that's left is to take the ship I came here in and go back home to Earth with Gohan, Krillin, and Piccolo. That Goku face looks kind of like the silhouette that they just showed. Whatever. All right, and now, yeah, they got teleported to this world here. Okay. What's going on? Where am I? This isn't Planet Namek. Wait, this place looks familiar. Yeah, because it's Earth. Don't tell me I'm back on Earth. Did you just say Earth? And then, yeah, this is obviously Frieza post eating the Spirit Bomb. You survived. I hit you dead on with the Spirit Bomb. I must admit, I also thought that was the end of me. You brought the great Lord Frieza to the brink of death. You will pay for your insolence. In the midst of their battle to the death, Goku and Frieza conquer space-time rift. Yeah, this is what we talked about in the beginning here. Yep, we saw this already. Not sure what's going on here, but it would seem this is your beloved home planet. Yes, wonderful. Now I can destroy you and this whole planet at the same time. Looks like I don't have time to stand here and think. Time to finish this once and for all. Don't actually remember that voice line being in the game. Huh. Okay. Alright, let's just do this. So we'll take this guy down, we'll kill him on 3 times speed, of course. Pay to win 3 times speed. And then we'll see if there's any additional stages here. I don't, remember, they basically said that the progress on this is going to reset once reveal and stuff happens in a few days. So, all right, so we perform mutiny against Frieza. Captain Ginyu has now overthrown Frieza as the Emperor of the Universe. I didn't even look at the challenges. What are the challenges here? Okay, we did them all. Nice. All right, anything else? What's the matter? Your power appears to have fallen quite considerably. I may have suffered a fair bit of damage myself, but I won't be done in by a lowly monkey like you. Yeah, obviously, as it stands right now, like if Goku doesn't go Super Saiyan, he's dead. He can't stand up to Frieza. There's no way. I suppose I could just vaporize you in an instant, however, that won't be nearly enough to satisfy me. Okay, he's powering up. I'm not ready to die just yet. I still don't know how, but now that you're here on Earth, there's no way I can let myself lose. Okay. Insufferable wretch. Is that it? To be continued? Yeah. That's probably all we have for now. Yeah, and that's locked. Okay, and then yeah, so on the 13th that will unlock, but I do kind of like this. It's something that this is the first time they've ever done this, I think. Like an original story event like this, where it's basically taking characters from their original places in the timeline of the canon series and teleporting them into the world of Dragon Ball Legends, right? Because if you guys have played through the story, basically the concept behind the story mode is that characters from different points in the story are basically just ripped from that point in the story and brought into the world of the game. So for example, we could have a Gohan from the Saiyan saga who meets up with Gohan from the Buu saga. That actually happens. Like, right, Gohan from the Cell games meets up with Ultimate Gohan in the story mode, because there's different versions of every character taken from different points throughout the series. So they can actually do a lot with this, and I'm actually very surprised that it's taken them over 5 years to implement this into the game here. But the most interesting thing about this for me is that this is obviously going to tie into part 2 of Legends Festival somehow. So the question then becomes, what is part 2 going to be, right? Obviously, it's going to be somewhat, I would say, loosely related to Namek. We had Zenkai for LF Grade 8 Vegeta. We had the free-to-play Final Form Frieza. And now we have this Namek-ish themed teaser here with the Spirit Bomb being charged up. We have Goku and Frieza being teleported from their fight on Namek to the Legend story mode here. So I would say there's actually a really good chance that Part 2's LF could be the first ever game originals LF character. That could be interesting. Like, what if there's like a part here in the next scenario where Goku goes Super Saiyan, starts beating up Frieza, and instead of Frieza going full power, we get a team up of Frieza and Cooler, and Frieza and Cooler as a tag character are the LF. Like, I don't know. I'm just speculating, right? We can have an instance where maybe Vegeta shows up and Vegeta goes Super Saiyan and saves Goku and kills Frieza. That could be interesting. Like a Namek version of Vegeta who goes Super Saiyan. I've mentioned this on Twitter, actually. I wasn't really being too serious about it when I said it, but it was just something fun that came into my head when I was speculating, what could part 2 be here? Because we had the Vegeta Zenkai, and now we have Frieza. What could they do with that? But now it's actually looking like not as big of a meme as I originally thought it would be. What if Vegeta went Super Saiyan on Namek and killed Frieza? That would be. I mean, I'm sure people would like that. That would be something different. But again, now that we've sort of gone through all the major moments throughout the series of Dragon Ball, like they should start doing stuff like this, because this is at least something different that no other game really does, right? So. I am definitely very intrigued to see where this goes. We will obviously be getting the full information about this during the reveal and stuff in about 3 days from now. I think we're just going to end one more thing here. Let's go back to Chrome. So obviously, yes, once again, we did get this teaser here. I'm wondering if they're going to do more. Like, is this going to be a countdown where they do 3, 2, 1? Because obviously it says 3 days until. So I don't. Tomorrow, are they going to do 2 days until? And then we're going to do 1 day until? And then we're going to get different teasers as we move through this. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they're planning on doing here, but definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to think about the possibility that we could be getting a game original, sort of like Legends original team up character or what if character for part 2 here. I like it. I think them doing something like this for one of the biggest celebrations of the year, testing the waters, taking a risk. I actually do. I do think that that's a good idea. I commend them for doing that. So we'll see if that ends up being what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.